Dear students, welcome you all for my lecture on digital electronics. As earlier mentioned, I told you that I will give an introductory hour for each unit and then we will go to the syllabus. So, coming to today's lecture, it is on digital electronics, or say because you are physics background students, it is a simple introduction to digital electronics, where you will be introduced to the basics of digital electronics right from number systems, and then slowly we will discuss some Boolean algebra and some basic digital circuits, or we call them gates. Then two applications are given for you, one is half adder and the other one is full adder. So, let us start. The topic is digital electronics. Digital electronics. Here we have to start with number systems. So, why we have to discuss number systems, again a question, because already we are having, or in our day to day life we are using decimal number systems. That means the code will be from 0 to 9. So, why we should discuss all other number systems? Because we do not use decimal number system in digital electronics. So, we have to adopt any one number system for electronics, no doubt, but using binary number system is very useful, and it is readily applicable, and it syncs with the nature of the digital electronics, because in binary number system there will be only two numbers. That is why we call binary, right? So, adopting a two number system is very easy for digital electronics compared to a decimal number system or a hexadecimal, or say base 64, like that. So, we will see again why we use binary number systems after discussing number systems first of all. So, what are the number systems? You know, definitely decimal number system you all know, because in our day to day life we use decimal number systems. And we will discuss some history here. Do all human cultures or races use decimal number systems right from the beginning? Means overwhelmingly majority cultures used decimal number systems. There also usage of 0 is debatable. All cultures say they used 0. One say we are the first one to use 0, something like that. Let us keep aside all those arguments or debates. Now, right now the most used or most popular system is decimal number system, where the base of the decimal number system is 10. We call this base or radix. They are nothing but the basic codes which we use in decimal number system. They are 10. That is why we call decimal. So, these decimal number system, they start from 0 and they end. Now, see, these are actual digits. To produce a number or to write a number, you again repeatedly use all these things, 0 to 9. Then what happens? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You might have studied in your LKG how to write number systems. Just we will discuss. 1 minute. 0 to 9. Then what happens? Again 0 to 9. But carry will be there. 10, 11, 12, 13, 19. Again 0 to 9. Now 20, 21, 22. Again 0 to 9. 30, 30. After 99, again 0 to 9. But now the carry is 1, 0. All these things you might have studied in your elementary classes, right? So, the nature or the repetition of code or this basis or radix, we call this base. Base 10 is decimal number system. Means these are the basic codes 0 to 9, right? For any big number or for any small number, you have to use only these 9. That is the actual meaning of the base. Sometimes we call it this as radix also. Keep it in mind, base or radix, right? Again, what is the size for decimal number system we follow? This also varies. We use tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, something. Americans use millions, billions. Okay, the small changes are there even in usage of decimal number system, but the base or radix is same, right? Now, similarly, what are the other number systems we use here in modern education system? Or apart from decimal, we use next one is octal, right? We use octal. In fact, we are saying these are all modern, but octal is also very old number system. Native Americans used octal number system, where the base is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0 to 7. These 8 codes are the radix of the octal number systems. How you represent a number which is equal to 8 in decimal? After 7, what you have to write? Again 0 to 7, a carry 1. So 1 0 in octal number system is equal to 8 in decimal number, because there will be no 8 here. The codes will be only 0 to 7. To write 8 in octal number system, what you have to write? After 7, you have to write again 1 0, 1 1, 1 2, like that. So same repetition. Okay. After 1 7, you have to write 2 0, 2 1. Just like after 19, we write 20 here. Similarly, after 7, we write 2 0. Right. So the 8 in decimal and the equivalent octal number will be 1 0, because the radix is over by 7. Keep it in mind. Now, we will face a problem. Suppose I am writing 1 1. Whether this is equal to 11, which you use in your decimal number system, or 9 here. After 7, the 8th number will be 1 0 in octal and the 9th one will be 1 1. But 1 1 in decimal is actually 11, which you know, right? So to avoid this confusion, generally we use suffix. For decimal we use 10, for octal we use 8, or similarly for binary we use 2, because the radix is 2, and hexadecimal 16. These 4 we will discuss now. So the base we write here, and it all boils down to the usage is maybe some others they will denote differently. Okay, keep it in mind. That means we are writing 10 here, some write decimal, or some write instead of 8 OHCT, octal, right? So the small variations are there. So choice is again, it depends on the lecturer, or say the author who writes the book, right? So but you have to represent with a base here. You write whether D is here 10, that is your choice, but you have to write what is the base here. Otherwise confusion will be there, right? Now before going to binary number systems, how octal number systems are evolved in history, because we all know that from the 10 fingers, okay, this is an imagination, who knows what exactly happened, right? So depending on the cave paintings and all, and some literature, we predict or we assume that the early humans, they used their fingers as radix for the decimal numbers, and that's why 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 10 is there. Now, how octal number system evolved? Any guess? Actually, octal number system is used by Native Americans and some Mexican peoples, right? Some cultures, 99% of cultures use decimal number system, but here and there some some cultures used octal number system also. So, how from where, okay, they choose these base of 8, the measurement of 8, from where they borrowed? Simple logic, we take fingers and they have taken the gap between the fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, the gap between 10 fingers is 8, right? Okay, somewhere I read it, right? Okay, this is the octal number system base. Now, coming to the two most important thing which we have to study here are binary and hexadecimal. So, in our day to day life we use decimal number system, no doubt, but for most of processing in digital communication we use binary, okay. Sometimes we use octal number and sometimes we use hexadecimal numbers. So, to lessen the string length of binary numbers, because binary we are having only 0, 1, only 2 codes. So, even a small number like 11 or 12 will have a nibble means size of 4. I will again discuss all those things step by step, do not worry. So, binary number string length will increase enormously even for say a 3-digit decimal number or 4-digit decimal number. So, to avoid that, sometimes we need to have less string length in communication. Then they use octal number system and hexadecimal length. So, I am giving a small example here, do not think that these are the only applications, right. At this time these examples will be enough for you. As we go through the syllabus, as and when situation demands, I will give more examples, right. Right now these are enough. Now, what is the basis of binary number system? Only 2, 0 and 1. See, for decimal the base is 10, octal base is 8, 0 to 9, 0 to 7, base is 2, 0, 1, hexadecimal this is 16. Now, problem comes, because now we are using only 9 codes and here we have to use 16 codes. So, generally what we do is we use ABCD. After 10 we see hexadecimal 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on 9. 10 we use A, again some people use capital A, most people, and some they use even small letters, it is up to you. So, then 11 B, 12 C, right, 13 D, 14 E, 15 F. So, 0 to 9 then A, B, C, D, F. So, these are the basis for hexadecimal numbers. Now, the question is, what is better? And again, no doubt decimal number system is better, because we evolved using decimal number system. Maybe maybe it is very easy, because after all trial and error only human race used this 0 to 9 number systems over a time. So, it is practically proven that this is more convenient. See, to remember more code is also very difficult. I will give a small example. I have read somewhere that some European king, maybe Sweden king, in 17th century, he ordered to use or to develop a number system with base 64 instead of 10. From today, make a number system and make it what we say, make it popular, okay, make it mandatory, to use 64 based number system, but luckily it was not happened. It is very difficult to remember 64 codes and write it periodically is not an easy task. So this actually if the base is less, like binary 0 1, remembering 0 1 is very easy, but as you write numbers it will be difficult. After 14 you will write 15 very easily in decimal number system, but it is very difficult in binary number system. That how to write binary numbers and all we will see next lecture, don't worry. How to convert from one number system to other number system also we will discuss in next lecture. So the actual syllabus for us is how to convert binary to decimal and decimal to binary, but I will take say 10 more minutes and I will quickly explain how to convert octal to binary and binary to octal and octal to binary to hexadecimal and hexadecimal to binary, because they are also useful. So we will discuss all the conversions as far as possible. For your examination point of view, you need to convert only binary to decimal and decimal to binary, right? I hope all of you have some idea about what are the number systems, what is the base and all. Now in the beginning I made one point clear. We have to define the sizes. Size means in decimal number system you all know ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. To measure again we quantify to say this 3-bit number is something like this. This is say 10,000, this is 1 lakh. Similarly we have to keep some measurements here. The most popular ones are 4, we call this as nibble. Size of 4, say 4 binary numbers 1111 or 1010, that is a nibble. And again we will have a byte, that is 8. Byte means 8 bits. First of all, what is a bit? Generally we call digit here in decimal. In binary also we call binary digit. Binary digit. So first 2 letters in binary and last letter in T. So the short form of binary digit is bit. Bit means binary digit. So generally we use a nibble and a byte. Then again kilobyte, right? Generally in MKS system we use 1000, 10 power 3. Kilo is 10 power 3. But here the exact figure is 1024. Exact figure is 1024. Again I will discuss it later, right? So 1024 bytes is 1 kilobyte, and 1024 into 1024 again, that means 1024 kilobytes is 1 megabyte, right? So 1024 is a kilobyte and megabyte is 1024 into byte, right? Similarly in 2024 we will get gigabyte, GB, and 2 GB approximately equals to say a picture, a cinema for you, right? And these are only popular ones I am using here. Some other measurements are also there, but these are enough for us. Now does we use only this as a measure? No, but these are the popular. For example, to convert any octal number system we use size of 3. That means say 4 octal number can be written as 100 in binary form, right? So any octal number can be converted into binary and any binary number can be converted into octal. Then we take 3 as the size. So 3 size is very useful for the conversions of binary to octal, but we don't have any popular name for that, right? 4 is for nibble, 8 is for byte, okay? Nibble we use for hexadecimal, right? Then 8 is byte. All these things are the measurements. I hope this introductory overview is may say that is that gave you an introduction to number systems, right? Don't worry, till now you don't know why these number systems we are studying, how they are related to digital electronics, why, say one more important, why binary we are using instead of decimal. All those things I will explain in next lecture. And after explaining why binary number system is explanation means I will give a small example. Keep it in mind, examples are not concepts, but to explain the concept sometimes we use examples, and the examples will give you or will clarify the concept or clarify your doubts to understand the concept easily. That's all. Don't take any example as a final thing, right? And if you have any doubts regarding all these things, okay, you can contact me. I hope this is enough for introducing you to the number systems. So, before concluding, let us summarize what we have studied today. Here we have discussed 4 number systems: decimal, base 10, these are the codes, octal, radix, basis, radix, all these terms are used, right? Octal, we are having radix 8, the codes are 0 to 7, binary 0 to 1, hexadecimal 0 to 9, then from 10 to 15, 0 to 15 are 60 numbers, right? From 10 to 15 we use A, B, C, D, E, F, right? So these are the actual symbols, codes. So how many say people are there? So every time we can't call them, come here, stand here. So sir, these are the people. It is not convenient also. So 5. This 5 number is a code for the people who are there. So when you ask how many people are there, if I say 5, you will understand, right? Maybe all these things started from hunter gatherers. Maybe say people used to hunt for their living in early human, in ancient period. So then how many animals are there? They have to represent. For that represents, maybe the actual code came into picture. So if the animals are very big in number, they will stay away. Okay. If the animals are 1 or 2, because they will estimate, right? Can we go hunt it? Something like that. So human race actually used these 2, decimal and octal number systems, and in modern days we are using binary, hexadecimal also, right? So thank you. Next lecture we will discuss importance of binary number systems, and we will start the conversion. Thank you.